Hey, Chris Godwin, torn ACL, huh?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, worse than the MCL sprain they thought it was after the MRI. Chris Godwin, torn ACL. I think he had something with his foot, too, this season, I think was being reported. That guy, just incredibly tough, talented, a weapon for the Bucks, flies around. I think he signed a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
He's gonna be up after this. He will be a desire of many. He's gonna have to come back from an ACL recovery, which is a nightmare. Sorry, but hey, T's and P's, Chris.
T's and P's.
How's it going, guys? Keep it moving. I want to start off with, I was listening earlier on the podcast, and you guys were talking about the Arian and AB situation. I think there's a lot that's going over people's heads, so I just wanted to give my take and see where you guys stand on that. First being Arian saying that, that was the absolute last time AB gets off the hook, which I think is frustrating a lot of people because if he was going to do something like this, he could have just, never said something like that in the first place. And second of all, what AB did wasn't on the same scale as like breaking a protocol such as not wearing a mask or following other stringent protocols. What he did was a federal offense. An offense that carries prison time, potential prison time, and potential fines. So if other people are getting prosecuted for the same, the same consequence or the same issue, and they see an athlete making millions who has, a history of breaking rules, I think that's where the public gets frustrated, and especially Floria, who used to be a, attorney before being on Pro Football Talk.
Okay, Amir, I appreciate you clearing that up. Why people would think that. A lot of the people that are mad at. I hate that this is reality. I wish it wasn't. And it's not cool. And we hope it changes. BA was saying whatever the fuck he could say to get through that press conference at the time that he was at. Mm-hmm. Coaches have never done that in the past, obviously. It's the first time he's ever done that, setting a precedent. And I guess getting through that, to his fans to hear like, hey, we are going to keep him on a close eye. Obviously, everything that we have heard is very scary. So BA probably had that in mind. He has also won a Super Bowl since then with Antonio Brown on the team, catching a Super Bowl touchdown and probably seeing the human he is now as opposed to the human he was whenever he was first getting in there. If you do recall, off the field, a lot of different crazy shit happening. I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong. I'm just telling you why Bruce Arians potentially said that. Now, the public image, seeing a federal offense happen by Antonio Brown, I think the NFL is also saying, like, hey, if the government would like to do something here, they can absolutely do that, which has always been the NFL's stance. And actually, my wife and I chatted about this the other day. Like, AB's coming back. There was not even a thought that was potentially a lawbreaker. Nope. Now, when you talk about it not being as bad as the protocols being broke, he was being treated as a vaccinated player when he was not a vaccinated player. And I think that is why Roger Goodell was so pissed off, because AB lied to Roger Goodell in the NFL, where somebody like Aaron misled the people in the media. He did not lie to the NFL. Now, granted, all of this is going to be insane to talk about 5 to 10 years from now, okay? That is going to be a conversation down the road. Sarah Walsh actually just tweeted this. Arians, when asked what people may think about the decision to allow Antonio Brown to return to the Bucs after suspension, and Bruce Arians says, I give a shit what they think, okay? Only thing I care about is this football team and what's best for us. Go Bucs. And that's what you need to know anytime you hear anybody from the NFL speak, especially whenever it's talking about a guy whose team just lost one of their best receivers from a torn ACL in Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown coming back, and he didn't cut him 3 weeks ago, because of the success. So I understand where you're coming from, Amir. I appreciate that. I wish our real life wasn't a, hey, be who you can afford to be type situation. And the public being mad about it, I can understand. But as soon as he catches his first 4 touchdowns, I promise you everybody that's in the Buccaneers faithful and that Tampa Bay team aren't going to have to answer any more questions about it.
No, Bruce Arians said it perfectly when he said it's in the best interest of this football team to bring these guys back. Like, that's, whether he agrees or whatever, he hates him for what he did. He's like, hey, I'm trying to win games. I'm trying to win another Super Bowl. So we're a better team when he's on the field.
Hey, we don't like it. All right? We don't love it.
Which is, I think, I give BA a lot of credit for being honest and authentic. I love it.
I completely agree. I love the BA. But I'm just saying, in real life, hate that this is the way it goes. Hate that somebody potentially did something that was not right, didn't get punished to the maximum amount in the public's eyes. This is real life. And we'll continue to try to change it. Hey, we'll continue to try to make it better, but I think it was very obvious immediately upon Antonio Brown not getting cut, before his suspension began, that he was not going to get cut when the suspension ended in December football, when he's one of the best football players on earth.